So basically, the more connection we have to our bodies, to our physicality, the more connection we have to our heart. The more connection we have to our heart, the more connection we have to our soul. This is my belief. It may not be true for everybody, but it's the way that I work with myself. What I notice is, the more in touch I am with this part of me, this whole being, my holistic being, the deeper I know myself. And the deeper I know myself, the more I'm able to offer myself into the world. The more empathetic I'm able to be to other people, to my communities, to my environment, to my children. Unless I know who I am and what moves me, what touches me, what hurts me, what makes me love, the more I'm able to see that in others and assist them with their own personal growth. I really believe that if we're to make positive changes in the world, we need to begin here. This is the centre of who we are. And if we don't know ourselves very well, how can we be effective for other people's growth? How can we really make changes that need to happen in the world? If we're always coming from a more immature place, maybe doing what other people expect of us, not really following what's true for us, taking advice where it's not really helpful, maybe we're following something that we don't really believe in. We're not being true to this heart, to our own hearts. And if we have absolute integrity with what we are doing and what our intention is, that can't help be but a positive interaction with all that is around us. So when I dance, and I'm really in touch with my body, I feel. I allow myself to feel. And whatever movement that is, it's not necessarily dance, but dance is an awakened way of dealing with the emotions if we do it consciously. So if we are consciously moving and feeling what's going on inside us, then we can begin to release it in a safe environment. You know, just as I'm sitting here, the rain begins to fall outside. And it reminds me of how when we really open our hearts and we really allow ourselves to feel, we may need to cry. We may need to shed some of those tears. I always need to be prepared to allow for those changes in my life in order for myself to really move on. And there's nothing wrong with the emotional body. There's nothing wrong with feeling angry or sad. There's nothing wrong with being afraid, provided we don't shut it all down inside us and pretend it's not really there. Then we act out of the old stories. We reenact those old stories that were not very helpful to us. So by being honest with ourselves, then we can be honest with others. What's really going on in our world? What's really going on in my world? When the sun shines again, we really notice it. We really feel its warmth. What's really going on in our world?